guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a late night edition. I don't know why I decided to start recording at 11:45, but you know, it is what it is. So tonight we are talking about The Lion Game. It was a show on ABC Family back when ABC Family was ABC Family. It was one of their best. It's really not for debate. You can argue with your mother, you can argue with yourself. It's really not up for debate. The Lion Game was top tier television, period. The Lion Game came out in 2011. It only ran for 2 seasons because we were robbed. Anyway, so I gotta get my notes because I will tangent. The show is basically about these two twins who get separated at birth. They basically get put up for adoption. The first one gets adopted by the Mercer family. They're relatively wealthy, live in Phoenix, Arizona, like rich, honestly. And then the second twin, she had gotten adopted by this family, but then things didn't work out, so she ended up in foster care. So the whole premise basically of how this first season, everything else is the foster sister twin taking care of the twin who got adopted, taking care of the twin who got adopted, like taking her life, being her, trying to be her properly and everything like that. So let's get into these characters because that's where the tease is. This video is just going to be me talking about the first half of season 1. So there are 20 episodes in season 1. So I've watched 10. So I wanted to do like 4 videos, like a first half, second half, first half, second half for the seasons. First character we're going to talk about is Sutton Mercer. She is the twin who, as I previously stated, got adopted. And you know, she's been with that family since jump. So she is a part of the Mercer family. She has a sister named Laurel and 2 parents named, yikes, Ted Mercer and Kristen Mercer. So Sutton Mercer is very spoiled. She's I get everything I want. I'm better than you. You know, it's really it. And she kind of is. So you're not mad. You're not mad because she kind of is better than everyone else. Like, yikes. I don't know what else to say. Next, we have Emma Becker. So she is the second twin. She had been adopted and then it didn't work out. It didn't work out. She kind of got taken back by their real mom. I'll get into that later. Regardless, she ended up in the foster system with this terrible stepbrother, terrible stepmother, blah, blah, blah. So when Emma comes in, she's like nice off jump because she's never really had a caring family and everybody's looking at her like she's stupid. And are really concerned. So yeah, like she's really genuine with the family and with everybody else, and it's kind of jarring to them at first. Then they get used to it and they're like, oh, I like this new Sutton. And as much as they like it, Emma's like, this isn't how she always thinks she's doing something how Sutton would do it, not knowing who Sutton is as a person. They really hadn't talked that much, so she was really she was doing things the way Emma would do it. Every now and then she'd be bossy the way she thinks Sutton would do it. And then somehow that still wasn't right. So it was really messy. Alexandra Chando, I really don't know how to say it. She plays, obviously, both of them with this, whatever they do. And I love her. I think her line delivery and her character portrayal is really, really good for both of these characters. And I just love her. So next we are going to talk about Ethan Whitehorse, played by Blair Redford. I think he's so beautiful. I don't like him much with long hair as he has in this picture I'm currently looking at, but short hair. Ethan Whitehorse is who they wanted Caleb Rivers to be. Now this is not Caleb Rivers slander, so don't come in my comments with that. This is not Caleb Rivers slander. Caleb Rivers set the tone for men on that show. You know it's true, argue with yourself. But Ethan Whitehorse is still who they wanted, who the Pretty Liars creators wanted Caleb Rivers to be. He was that successfully, you know, he was it. Anyway, like, you know, the bad boy, Ethan just bodied it. Caleb had aspects, Ethan bodied it. Anyway, Ethan is the secret boyfriend. So he's, of course, mad when he's like, hi, like, you could have told me you had a twin. You could have told me she was taking your place. You know, could have let me know. She's over here thinking I'm stalking her when I'm actually your boyfriend. Anyway, Ethan and Emma start to have a little... I start to bond because Ethan is the only person here who knows that Emma is pretending to be Sutton. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, it's a secret. Like, they're not telling anybody. So she's tricking the parents, she's tricking the sister, she's tricking everybody. So Ethan is the only person who knows that Emma's really Emma and Sutton's really Sutton. So because Ethan is the only person Emma can truly talk to as Emma, they bond really quickly. They just click a lot better and they become a thing. There's a lot of little scenes before they officially like kiss. There's a couple of scenes where she's like, oh my god, you know, you're Sutton's boyfriend. And he's like, I know. And I hate when TV cuts away from stuff like that, because like, how did this end? Like, he just eventually got up. Baby. All right. So yeah, they start to kind of bond, and there's like a couple of moments, and I ship. They're my favorite ship of the show. Oops. They are. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to fake for the views. They're my favorite. I ship them. I did like that Sutton was a different person with Ethan, that she was like softer. She didn't have like that hard exterior all the time with him, but she also cared about her image more than she cared about him. Like, she may have loved him. I don't actually think she did. I think she might have realized too late that she loved him for real. And that's not really Emma's fault. That's not really Ethan's fault. Emma had invited Ethan to prom when she was still pretending to be Sutton because, you know, it's like, hey, prom, when you and Sutton go together, now she's not with him. And he asks Sutton about it, and she's like, what, prom? No, you're supposed to be my secret boyfriend. And he flat out asks her, like, hey, were we ever going to be public? And she just kind of like looks like, which is a no, because like, it was her image, and you could tell why. Her friends reacted real funny, but Emma was like, hey, this is my main deal with it. Point Blank Period, which is another reason I ship. Like, she doesn't care about stupid stuff like that. So, you know, yikes, I ship. Anyway. Next, we're going to talk about Miss Madeline Ryback. I love Mads. She's played by Alice, darling Alice. So she is one of the friends. Her and Shar Chamberlain, who's played by Kirsten Prout. I love them. I think they were definitely channeling Hannah Marin with Shar, but Shar's significantly less intellectual than Hannah Marin. Again, this is not Pretty Little Liars slander. When I compare characters, I need you to know I love Pretty Little Liars. When this show first came out, I was Pretty Little Liars stan, Teen Wolf stan. Those two were, I was like, nothing's ever going to top them. They, with themselves, fumbled back and forth for who had the top spot. I was like, nothing's ever going to top them. And then the first trailer for The Lion Game came out with Rumor Has It by Adele. Baby, had me. Do you hear me? Had me. What was I supposed to do? Not watch it? No, I watched it. Not fall in love with it? The quality's too good. I don't know which... I was trapped. ABC Family trapped me like they did with Twisted, like they did with PLL, like they do. Like they do. Because ABC Family, hear me, ABC Family makes good shows. Freeform doesn't. Oops. Anyway, next. Yes, they were definitely channeling a slightly dumber Hannah Marin, because Hannah, you know, came with the intellect. After a little bit, Shar had her sympathetic moments, but did she have her intellectual moments? No, at least not in these first 10 episodes. Not really. It's like, how are you passing your classes? At all. Mads has the body I want, but not the body I train for. Anyway, she's a great dancer. She almost tried to make her dance instructor catch a case because she was like trying to get it on. And he's like, I'm 25, you're like 17, which was, you know, unfortunate. He was attractive. I get it. he can't catch a case for you, darling. So that was that on that. Anyway, they were really good friends to Sutton overall. They do get frustrated because, like I said, in these first 10 episodes, at least, they don't know about the switch. They don't know about the twin situation, about the adoption. They don't know about anything like that. So every now and then, Emma will say something at Sutton that, like, isn't something Sutton would say. She'll not know something Sutton should know. I will say, despite those issues, Emma definitely strengthened those friendships. Because there are definitely moments where she comes to defense of her friends and Sutton wouldn't have done that, or she just is more compassionate than Sutton would have ever been. This also isn't Sutton slander because she does get character development later on, so these are just the first 10 episodes and this is how she's painted as a character. She's stuck up, she's bossy, she's not emotionless because she definitely feels something. Like, Ethan breaks up with her eventually or so he can be with Emma. Sutton's hurt. She's hurt. Those are those characters. Next is the sister Laurel. I love Laurel. She's such a sweetheart. She's so funny to me. She just has these moments where I'm like, am I you? I think I'm you. I want to be Emma because Emma gets with Ethan, but am I you? Because she just really has like the cutest. She's definitely one of my favorites because it's not hard to have favorites on the show. Almost everybody's a favorite because they're just such great characters. But I really do love Laurel because she's the person, more than the friends and more than like the parents, that I just want Emma to tell her you're not Sutton. Like, I just want her to tell her because she'd probably understand. She'd keep the secret. She's just so, she's great. She's not character. She tells these lies so flawlessly. Sometimes I'm like, I learned from you. I'm a really good liar. It's unfortunate, but TV teaches you. Next, we have the parents, Ted and Kristen Mercer. Ted knows about the fact that Sutton was adopted. Like, but well, they both know that. But Ted knows more about the birth mother than he's letting on. But he knows about their birth mother. He knows what happened to her. Basically, he is, spoiler, the whole thing's whatever. He's their real father. And I'm pretty sure he cheated on Kristen with their birth mother. And then their friend Alec, or his friend Alec Ryback, who I'll talk about in a second, like basically handled the whole thing and had it. So, and Kristen couldn't have kids, which is, I think, why he cheated, but not an excuse at all. Which is why he cheated. So yeah, and then he like gets the whole adoption thing together. It's very back alley. But Kristen doesn't know that. But Ted knows the whole shebang, except for the fact that there was two of them. And then it's like a couple of months later, I guess she gets pregnant with Laurel. Because I think Laurel's only like a year younger than Emma and Sutton. So that's out on the parents. Ted is a little sketchy. You want to root for him. Because like, if this secret never existed, he's such a great guy. Like, if he had never cheated, he never had the, because it's like he cheated once in his entire life and got that girl pregnant and has to honestly look at Sutton every day and be like, yikes, big yikes. But it's like, if he'd really never had this mistake, he would be such a good guy. Like, there's not much, same with Kristen, like, there's really not much wrong with her. I don't think she has a job, which upsets me, but Ted's a doctor, so he makes a lot of money. But I don't know. It's just, I think giving her a job would give her something else to do besides just be so, she's almost too overbearingly caring, but her voice is so sweet and she just wants everybody to be happy and loving. And so you really can't not root for her. But Ted, it's like, oh my God, it's not like tell her because it's going to break her, but it's really messy. And you want to root for him so bad, but you know that he's keeping the secret. And I'm pretty sure I've seen like stills and like short videos from like either season 2. I'm pretty sure it's season 2. My man is in shambles, so this marriage goes to shit. But because she does find out, I think in the second half of season 1, if not that, then the first half of season 2. So that's that. The friend, Alex Ryback, grade A garbage. I mean, great character. All these characters, like acting wise, storytelling wise, not character development wise, because some of them don't get it, but character wise, like these are A1 characters. Alec is a terrible person. He is played by, I didn't say who everybody's played by. The sister's played by Ali Ganino. Ted is played by Andy Buckley, and Kristen is played by Helen Slater, and Alec is played by Adrian Pastar. This Google picture is hilarious of him. Anyway, he is grade A garbage, like I said, as a person. He knows about Ted cheating. He's like the fixer-upper, basically. He's a DA for this little county. I think DAs are per county. They might be per state. I don't know. Anyway, he's the DA, and he knew about Emma and said he split them up. So Emma had gotten sent somewhere like far in LA, and then Emma stayed in Emma, LA, sat in Phoenix with Ted. Like I said, Ted never knew about the twins. And he, like, if he helps you with something and he knows that he can manipulate you, he'll be like, I'll drop the charges if. Like, there's this guy that starts dating Shar, one of the best friends. And basically, the guy already liked Shar, but Alec is like, I need you to get close to her because I need you to eavesdrop on their conversations. Pushed him to, like, actually pursue her for real. And then Alec forces him to break up with her, or he's gonna reopen the case on him. He has something against Ethan's brother. Ethan's brother is a cop. He's like one of the cops for this district. I don't know how things work. So yeah, he's got something on him. We don't know what it is yet. And he honestly tries to make it seem like he doesn't, but he has something on him that makes him do these like little sketchy things. He's not a good person. Like, he just knows too many secrets for my liking. And I don't like that. It's like, he's not A, because A knew everything. Alec wishes he knew. Alec knows a lot. A knew everything. So it's not the same, but it's pretty damn close. Next, we have Alec's son. Oh, Alec is also Mads' dad. So he's just slowly in there. He's Ted's best friend. Alec is too, he's in too much for me. Okay. Next, we have Thayer Ryback. He is Mads' brother. He's Mads' brother. Alec is Thayer's stepdad, not his real dad, which is why they're kind of at odds a lot. But there is, okay, I know he's gonna mess me up later because he's gonna try to go after Emma, and that's messing with my ship. And I tend to really rebel against characters who do that. But here, I love him. Not more than Ethan, I'm not crazy. But he be creeping on that one. He does a bunch of tracking and backhacking. He's like a game maker or something like that. And so he's that. He's so great. And it's really nice when he comes back to Phoenix. When he comes back, because him and Sutton have a fight. But he comes back and it's another person that Emma can trust and talk to because he knows she's Emma. And there is suave, okay? No, I'm not choosing him over Ethan. But there was he was real player. And both times were with Shar. And those scenes are so, to me, I was like, oh, like he was trying to pry Shar for information for something the first time. It was how he said it. He gave her the little up down. It was so smooth how he did it. Had me through the screen. Do you hear me? You would have thought he looked at me. I was swooning, fiending, whatever. So right now, at the end of episode 10, what has happened is Sutton is really mad because, first she was mad that Emma wasn't doing certain things the way she would have done it. But I'm like, you didn't tell her much about your life. I don't know how she was supposed to know how to act. Y'all aren't the same person just because you look the same. So she was kind of mad about that. Then when the whole Ethan thing happened, she got really mad. She had like revenge sex with Thayer. And then that went south, which is why Thayer left. Like, oh my gosh, she's stealing my life. Like, she's actually just trying to steal my life. And I'm like, see, this is when like the show genuinely wants you to not sympathize with her because you gave her your life. Point one. Point two, stealing to me would be if you went back for it and she didn't give it back to you. And that's really not the case because in the earlier episodes, Emma's almost begging Sutton to come back. She's like, this is overwhelming. You know too many people who want too many things, who require all this from you, and I'm supposed to have a certain level. Like, it's just too much for her. So I'm like, stealing is really a jump. And I get it. It feels like that when someone's living your life better than you. But that's not what was happening. She didn't want to steal Sutton's life. And it's very clear. If you watch the show, like, you understand that that's not what's happening. Like, she's not stealing her life. She's genuinely trying to live it the best she can while fixing a lot of the relationships Sutton ruined. and just trying to make things easier for everybody. She's growing really frustrated because she can't tell these people that she's starting to love the truth about who she is. Like, they're loving her for Sutton and not for herself. So that part's really frustrating for her. So oh darling, what is it? 12/16. Okay. Episode 10 ends with, Sutton came back because Sutton had been in an insane asylum and prison. She'd been through a lot that you did sympathize with because Sutton's not like a bad person. She's just a spoiled person, which does not equate to bad. She's spoiled. So she basically comes back and is like, all right, time to take my life back. Like, this bitch has been here long enough. It's time to go. We're supposed to be sisters. You're fucking me over. It's time to go. It's their birthday. It's Sutton and Emma's birthday. She's having this whole party. And honestly, Emma knew that this day that Sutton was coming back. And so she's basically been saying her fake goodbyes to people. Like, she's only just like, love you and I'm so appreciative of you and blah, blah, blah. And everybody's just like, oh, it's her birthday. She's being emotional, not knowing that Emma is trying to say her goodbyes. Sutton is like, yeah, I'm glad you got that out because you're done. And then she gets ambushed in her car on the way to the party and ends up crashing into a lake. Now, she's not dead because they're not going to kill a twin. Season 1 up. The season's halfway over. Sutton's not dead. It is suspenseful, like, yikes, but, she's not dead. You're more worried about who was in the car, but I'm pretty sure it was Derek because Alex said he had one more job for Derek. That's my thoughts. Ethan and Emma both end up going to the party, and I was like, I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to fight for this family. I'm going to tell them who I am, and hopefully they forget blah, 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 blah. She's giving her speech because, like I said, she beat Sutton to the party. They were both really confused about that because, mind you, they don't know about the crash, and they're like, why did we beat her? She left before us. And Emma's like, well, she's not here, so this is my chance to tell them who I am and give them my side of the story. She sees somebody in the background outside the party and then storms out. This made me so mad because I don't know what seeing someone in the background has to, even if it was, first of all, Sutton wouldn't have been watching. Sutton would have busted in there. So her thinking it was Sutton made me really, really mad because it wouldn't be Sutton. Who Sutton is. Sutton just made out with Ethan to trap you and make you uncomfortable and make you mad. Sutton's not here to play with you. She's not here to help you, to save you, to defend you. She wants to expose you. So she would have walked right in. I'm the real Sutton Mercer. Fraud. You're a fraud. That's what would have happened. So I don't know why she thought, oh, I see somebody in the shadows. It must be Sutton. It's not Sutton. Anyway, seeing this person then drives her to not say who she actually is. I'm like, it's so annoying to me. What was the point? I didn't understand what the point was of not saying who you were. Just say it. It really doesn't matter. Or not even that it doesn't matter. That happening shouldn't have stopped this happening because they had nothing to do with each other. So she storms out thinking it's Sutton. It just frustrates the living hell out of me. So one character I did not talk about was SOOO. SOOO. Pretty sure it's her name. She's not on this cast list, which is yikes, but she is the person that they're posing as her real birth mother. I'm almost positive she's not their real birth mother, but she is who Emma lived with the first, I think 3 or 4 years of her life before she officially got put into foster care. So Emma had gotten placed with this nice family in LA. They had a huge house. They were great. And they really wanted her because I think they were having the same problem Kristen was having with the inability to conceive. And then Annie, crazy ass, comes back and is like, give me my kid. And I think legally they had to. And then there's this huge fire. That's when they lose each other. Emma ends up in foster care and Annie ends up in the insane asylum. So that's rude. No. Insane asylum. Anyway, if it's rude, let me know. I won't say it again, but I don't think it is. Season 2 basically ends with whoever the shadowy person was coming out of the shadows, and Kristen's like, Annie? Because she follows Emma out. Hey, honey, why are you here in the storm? Why did you come outside? And my question exactly, because if it was Sutton, she would have been... You think Sutton's standing outside in the rain? Do we not know Sutton? Do we not comprehend who Sutton is? Maybe I missed something. But bad bitch Sutton I know doesn't care that you're in the middle of a speech, especially since she's got you painted as a poser and a fraud. She doesn't care. She would have literally been like, and stop. Hi, you're probably really confused. I don't know who that is, but I'm Sutton. Like, I'm gonna wait in the rain, and I'm gonna, like, scare her, and, like, she doesn't care about that. It's not Sutton. And she really ran out in the rain like, Sutton. It's not Sutton. But okay. Anyway. So my predictions for the second half of season 1. I know that Emma and if you want to watch the second half before you watch this, please do. Because I'm going to start talking. Because anyway, predictions for the second half of season 1. Predictions / what I already know. Emma and Ethan do break up because Ethan cheats on Emma with Sutton. I think Ethan has to go on the run for something. Someone dies. And I think it's Derek. And I think Ethan gets framed for it by Alec. Because Alec killed him. I know Alec kills Derek. I think that's why Ethan has to go on the run. Because he's going to get arrested for it. And Ethan already, been in juvia a couple times. I don't think it's 10, but he's been a couple times. And he already has a record. And so him and Sutton go on the run for some reason. Instead of him just going with... I don't know why he doesn't take Emma. I am actually very... not excited, but awaiting that episode, because why did you not take Emma? Sutton can just have her damn life back. Anyway, I'm pretty sure there's a reason, because Emma would have left. But so. Yeah, they cheat. Ethan tells Emma right as they're about to have sex. Mind you, Emma is a V. Emma's a virgin. And there's this one time where they almost have sex in the cabin and Sutton walks in on them, so then that gets interrupted, and then they go to like a motel or something like that, and they're finally finna get it on, and Ethan's like, I kiss Sutton. We're half naked, and this is when you want to tell me that? Okay, anyway, so spoiler, she loses it to Thayer and regrets it. It's the quickest regret I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not funny, but I cackled. I chuckled a lot because, yikes. What are you doing? I know you're mad at him, but baby. Anyway, she ends up losing it to Thayer. It's really unfortunate. But that's season 2, because her and Thayer aren't officially dating until season 2. Kristen finds out that Ted cheated. I don't know what this was for. Kristen finds out that Ted cheated. That family breaks up. Laurel ends up finding out about the twins. These are my predictions that happened before season 1. So these are facts that I remember. I'm placing them in the second half of season 1 timeline. So I'm pretty sure Laurel finds out. I'm pretty sure Ted and Kristen break up because she finds out about the cheating and about the lying about the adoption. But I think it's not until season 2 that anybody knows there's 2. Laurel knows, I think. But it's not until season 2 that everybody else begin, like Kristen and like Ted begin to know that there's 2 of them. Alec knows. Alec knows everything. Yikes. Oh, Laurel's boyfriend just died. I didn't really talk about him, but because he's next for now. I think there's like a side plot where he intentionally like plotted on Laurel because Ted killed his parents, or at least his mom. That definitely gets resolved now because I'm pretty sure he's not in season 2. Big yikes. Big yikes. There's one character that gets introduced. Her name is Annie Rebecca. Oops. Okay. Her name is Rebecca something. Why is my phone all of a sudden not loading? It's real ghetto, real slow, real stupid. Thank you. Anyway. She's played by... her name is Charisma Carpenter. That's ghetto. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry to her, like, that her parents did that, but she baby came to shake in the room, and I'm very excited to make that video. She's definitely a character that you're meant to hate because she tries to break up Ted and Kristen, and despite Ted's mistake, you don't want them broken up. You want Kristen to know the truth. Someone called me, so my video got interrupted. Yay. I don't like phone calls, and I definitely don't like them when I'm in the middle of filming. Next. I think I was just saying Rebecca. Oh yeah, she wants to break up Ted and Kristen. She like marries Alec, but then frames him for Derek's murder. It's a lot. I mean, he did murder Derek, I'm pretty sure, but I think he wasn't going to get caught until Rebecca did something. So it's real tea, real nice, real piping hot. So I'm here for it personally. It made for a great damn show. I'll tell you what, definitely has characters you love to hate in a way, but also characters that you love and you're like, I'm rooting for you. When you're sad, I'm sad, like breaks me type shit. So I really, really love this show. I've been done with these first 10 episodes for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks at this point. I think I finished, it might have been 3 weeks ago actually, and that's how long it's taken me to make this damn video. But so now I'm really excited to get this edited, cut, pressed, posted, and then watch the second half of the season so I can make a video about that. I'm probably going to rewatch this to see what predictions I had that were right, that were wrong, that were Erica. What show were you watching? Type predictions, see what I completely missed, which could be who knows what, considering I'm 3 weeks off from this show. I didn't talk a lot about Dan, the cop, because there's not much to say about him yet. I know he gets a love interest. She dies. Big yikes. I'm pretty sure. Damn, does that? And that breaks him. When I say baby is in shambles, I remember that. And that's not even from like spoiler videos I watched for myself recently. I remember that. Baby was in shambles. God. Because she gets, I'm pretty sure Alec kills her because she ends up like getting real close to like all the shit that he knows. And I also didn't talk about shit. God. I also didn't talk about Nisha because as much as I love Black women, she was so relevant to this damn show. She was very relevant for episode 1. And that was the extent of it. Truly, she exposes Mads when she's trying to flirt with that 25-year-old man, so Alec can almost kill the poor man. And then maybe she's in more scenes, but she's so irrelevant it hurts. She's really just like the mean girl. Like, I guess despite the fact that Sutton and Mads and Shar are technically the mean girls, I guess there's always got to be an oppressor to the protagonist. So that's her. They have enough. Alec is the oppressor. They don't need her, and the show realizes that, and she has barely any screen time. Jordan Lyle is Rebecca's like stepson, I think. So he comes when she comes. He's not here yet, so we don't know much about him. I love these characters. My favorite characters are definitely Emma, Ethan, Thayer, and Laurel. Yes, I just named half the damn cast. Oh well. I just love I love Emma and Laurel's sister dynamic. Sutton and Laurel didn't really have one, and they might get one. I can't remember if they get one that would involve Sutton having some sort of character development that she does have, but she has it more with Emma, I think, than with Laurel, but I might be wrong. So I love Emma. I think I'll say I love Sutton in season 2. Right now we're lukewarm. I love Ethan. He's just so... Thank you. He's so thank you. I love ABC Family for giving me him. Yes, I love him. I said I love Laura. I said I love Emma. Emma's a sweetheart, and you just want to root for her. And you just want to root for her because she's really like trying her best all the time. There's really never anything vindictive about what she's doing. What the hell? And I know you're just like, Erica, well, if you would gel it. I don't want to. I don't feel like putting product on my hair right now, and you're not gonna bully me into it. My puff isn't tight enough. Anyway, yikes. talking about Emma, yes, she's a sweetheart and I love her. And as from Sutton's point of view, sometimes you can see how it's like she's just trying to change everything, but Emma, like, you knowing her and like you're hearing her motivation, it's not like the story's just told one-sided. You're seeing everybody's perspective. You know that that's not at all what she's trying to do. And so despite Sutton's bitching, you're like, can't support you right now because she's never had this. And I think Sutton doesn't see that when she sees Emma appreciate some of the things. So Emma's really never had a family, and so she just tries to connect with them, and then Sutton's like, I don't talk to them like that. I don't talk to my friends like that. Like, I'm not nice. Like, ooh. But I don't know. You love Emma. And I love Laurel because they're just great. And I love Thayer because I love Thayer. I really have a crick in my neck. So if you see me randomly wince in pain throughout this, that's what it was. So yeah, so those are my predictions, my analysis of the first half of season 1. Like I said, I love this show. I'm not looking at it with rose-colored glasses. I hope everybody, I am still being objective. Like, I'm trying to think of something wrong with the show so I can appear objective. It has such good acting. Does anybody have any bad line delivery? There's probably one or two, sure. Even though Nisha's obsolete, I think her line delivery is fine. What can I say? ABC Family stuck their foot in this. I don't know what you want from me. Maybe there'll be something wrong with the second half and I can appear more objective, but first half, like, has me... God, first half has me hooked. It was great. It's great. So that's why I'm so excited to watch the second half. I already know I'm gonna get upset because it's honestly like within these next 10 episodes, he's gonna cheat, they're gonna almost have sex, they're gonna break up. It's a lot. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you love this show, watch this show, or a fan of this show, please let me know. Like, where's the line game? TLG stands. I need them. Rise up. Let me know if you like the show because I need people to talk about this show with, because I feel like nobody I still talk to watched it. So I need people to talk about this show with. My socials will be in the description. Thanks for watching. Like I said, leave me down some comments if you watch the show, if you like the show, if you like my review, if you want my opinion on other things about the show, if you have other shows you want me to watch. Probably won't get to them until after this show's done, but I take a peek. Thanks for watching. Ouch. Okay. Thanks for watching.